society. In this lecture, we're gonna start in chapter 8, errors, failures, and risks. And the topic to be covered in this lecture, the failures and errors in computer systems. Let's take an introduction about this topic. The computer complexity makes it available or possible to produce programs with errors. Also, there are more than one factor that cause the failure or errors in computer systems. Computer professionals must study failures. This is in order to learn how to avoid them and to understand the impacts of poor work. Once a failure occurred in a computer system, this could cause problems for individual. For example, billing errors. For instance, a woman received $6.3 million bill for electricity where the right amount was $63. This is an example of errors that cause problems for individual. Here are two examples. You can return to book and read more details about that. These are Galaxy IV and Amtrak. Example for the system failures in some specific systems. First, let's start with voting system. In the voting systems, errors and failures could be happened because of the technical issues in that systems or because of the hacking happened to the software of that systems or the vulnerability to viruses. Here are an example of the system failures happened in Denver airport in the baggaging system. The main cause for this failure was the time of the development where it was insufficient. Also, the changes or the significant changes in the specifications after the project began. Also, the failure in the airports in Hong Kong and Kuala Lumpur, where the problem here was in the ignorance of some potential things in user input. For the abandoned systems, some flaws in systems are so extreme that the systems are discarded after wasting millions or even billions of dollars. Here are the general causes of the system failures. The lack of clear, well thought out goals and specifications, poor management and poor communication, institutional and political pressures that encourage unrealistically low bids, low budget requests, and underestimate of time requirements. The use of very new technology with unknown reliability and problems, and refusal to recognize or admit a project is in trouble. Legacy systems are out of date systems, hardware, software, or peripheral equipment is still in use, often with special interfaces, conversion software, and other adaptation to make them interact with more modern systems. Legacy systems could be reliable but inflexible, could be expensive to replace, could be little or no documentation for it. Let's see why these failures in computer systems happens. What goes wrong? First, the job they are doing is difficult and could be done poorly. Also, there are some issues regarding the design and developments. such as inadequate attention to potential safety risks, interaction with physical devices that do not work as expected, incompatibility of software and hardware, no planning or designing for unexpected input or circumstances, confusing user interfaces, insufficient testing, reuse of software from another system without adequate checking, overconfidence in software, carelessness. All of this was regarding the design and developments. Also, regarding the management and use problems. This issue has many things, such as data entry errors, the lack of training of user, errors in interpreting results or output, failure to keep information in databases up to date, and overconfidence in software by users. Moreover, misrepresentation, hiding problems, and inadequate response to reported problems, as well as the insufficient market or legal incentives to do better jobs could be important factors in causing failures and errors in computer systems. Finally, the reuse of software. The reuse of software is to reuse old software for new projects. This could affect the new system or the new project. It is essential to re-examine the specification and design of the software, considering the implication and risks for the new environment. And also, it's essential to retest the software for the new use. We reach to the end of this lecture, and see you in the next lecture, and goodbye.